Hi, everybody. I'm Pat Russell, and no, I'm not Marsha Brown, so I don't have any cool music or dancing that's going to go on as we get ready for this week's Millionaire Mindset. That's what I like to call it. But I want to welcome you all. Let's see, we've got Bayou and Excite and Galaxy and Golden Opportunity and High Wattage and Hooray all together for a training session. This is a V6 group, and we are one powerful group here to help you grow your business. I am going to pop on my phone just because I want to be sure this baby's streaming, at least into my company, so I can see what's going on. And I'm waiting for some folks to join me. Yes, we are live. My life is good. Give me some comments. Let me go over to my comments and see who's here. Hey, Brooke is here. And Robin, welcome. We're so glad you're. Oh, I have somebody, a secret little angel in the back room, and I think she just added some music for me because she can't stand it. Hey, everybody, I'm so glad you're all here tonight. I know it's a cold night, and I'm glad that I know here in the East it's 9 o'clock, so I'm so glad to see so many people popping on. I'm going to give it one more second while I'm waiting. Do me a favor. Type in one thing you're excited about in this January, because I want to know what you're excited about during January. Big weeks. This is going to be awesome. Well, we certainly hope so. We're going to do our very best to make it awesome. That is our goal. Hey, Jody, thanks for being here with me. All right. It is 8:58, 8:59. Got 16 people. I'm glad you're all watching. Remember, go to StreamYard.com/Facebook to give them permission just to use your name. So I know you're here. Tag a friend or two. That's always fun. We'd love to have more people with us. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects of all time and the thing that built my business the very, very most, which is recruiting. So we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're up to 21 people. We got more people from Bayou, and I got Brooke watching. I saw Brooke earlier. Marsha's here. Kayla, welcome. KT. Oh, KT. Hey, KT, darling. Good to see you. I always love seeing you. One of the most creative people I know. Let's see. We got 1 minute left, guys. Tag a friend. Let's see if we can get up. We should be able to get up to more people than 20, right? Oh, my goodness. Where is everybody tonight? Monday night. Hey, Kayla. Glad you're here. Who else is going to be joining us tonight? All right, guys. It's 9 o'clock. I am one of those girls. I'm on time, and we're just going to rock this tonight. I am going to make this screen a little bit bigger so I can see my slides. So tonight we are going to talk about growing Tupperware. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is it is all our responsibility to help Tupperware grow. Have you ever thought of that? Because if Tupperware doesn't have a strong sales force, they don't sell product. Oh my goodness, what happens? Not good things. So even if you say to me, Pat, I don't want to be a leader, we'll talk about that a different night. I'm always going to say it's part of your job to share the opportunity. Because when Tupperware grows the sales force, here's what happens. They can offer us more incentives because the company's making more money. We also need a strong sales force because this is what I know. When we have more people selling Tupperware, there's more people talking about Tupperware. And I'm going to go way back. And I'm going to tell you about one time when I was doing a party and somebody was at the party and they wanted to order something I didn't have on my table. And at that time, I didn't hand out catalogs until at the end of the party. So I'm like, how do you even know about this product? She goes, oh, I went to a party last week with Kathy Reagan and I saw it at her party and I saved it for tonight's party. Now, if Kathy hadn't been a Tupperware consultant, this customer would not have known about the product and I wouldn't have had the sale. So we all help each other. The more selling, the more buzz there is about Tupperware. So here's the other thing I want you to think about. Think about the Stanley Cup right now. No, not the one from hockey, the one everybody's drinking out of. That became a buzz because everybody had one, which made it everybody else want one. That's the same thing with our Tupperware party. When we have more people selling Tupperware and doing parties, it becomes a cool thing to do again, and everybody wants in. So I want you to think about that before we even get started. And that's why I love to talk about recruiting so much. Tupperware gives us an amazing incentives. Why do we get all these cool gifts for recruiting? Because Tupperware knows it's the backbone of our business and we need it. It is the lifeblood of Tupperware. So they give us amazing incentives, and I call them WIFM, what's in it for me. So we'll talk to people about the opportunity, and that's what I'm going to help you with tonight. The other thing I want you to think about, when you do build a team and you start adding people to your team, it adds parties to your team. And remember, parties is the easiest way to make money in Tupperware. So when you add, or when you have 20 parties going on in a team, I want you to look at those numbers. That income for that director is over $5,000 a month. My friends, it's over $60,000 a year as a Tupperware director, and that's not including the car. That's just party profit. Do you want some of that money? I hope so. I'm going to say hello to Colleen because I see you're here with me. But I want you always to look at that screen and remember, when you add people and you're a leader, you're adding parties and you're adding profit to you. It's all about the party. Now, sometimes people say to me, oh, Pat, I don't want to recruit. And it's okay because I don't want to lose my party chain. Because if she becomes a consultant, I'm going to lose that chain. Guys, I've been doing Tupperware for 41 years, and I'm going to call a duck tonight. That's scarcity thinking. And what I mean by that is when you hold on to everything so tight, like holding on to a kitten too tight, you eventually kill the poor kitten. Abundance thinking is, and this is what I know, there are more parties out there than you can hold. And when you truly believe in your heart and heart, there's more parties than you can hold, you will never, ever worry a hostess to consultant. And the other thing I'm going to share with you is this. Imagine if the person who shared the opportunity with you had scarcity thinking. I think about that all the time. Imagine if Mary Jane Clark, who recruited me 41 years ago, had scarcity thinking and wanted me just as a hostess and never offered me the opportunity. I would not have the life I have today. Always think abundance, because there is more out there than you could ever do. We've erased that scarcity thinking out of your mind, and you're thinking in abundance. Let's move on to what I want to share with you tonight. I'm going to invite you to commit to one thing on recruiting, just one thing in 2024. And Colleen, look at this. You just booked 2 this week, and I have a girl looking on getting in as a consultant. Colleen, that's awesome. You just made my night. I love it. Okay, here we go. I want you to commit in 2024 to interview every hostess that you have. And I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy. Don't get hung up on this. I'm going to show it to you right now. But I'm going to ask you first to make that commitment to yourself that you're going to interview every hostess. So when I see you at Jubilee and you tell me about your great party that you just held last week, and I say, what did your hostess say when you offered her the opportunity? You can tell me. Here at Golden Opportunity, I say that all the time. What did your hostess say when you offered her the opportunity? That's the number one question I'm going to ask you. So first, we got to clarify some terms. There's interview and there's warm up. I'm talking interview. Okay, so what's the difference? So an interview is a conversation. A warm up is a general statement like, oh my gosh, Marsha, you'd be so good at Tupperware. You really should do Tupperware. Do you want to do Tupperware? Okay, that's a general statement. In an interview, I'm going to share the 5 facts about the Tupperware opportunity because people need the facts to be able to make an informed decision. But there's a difference. It's only 5 facts. It's not everything that you know about Tupperware because that overwhelms someone. We're just going to give them the 5 facts they need to make a decision. Then there's a close. If it's an interview, there's a close, asking for a decision. Now, an interview is driven by the desire to share the facts so people can make an informed decision. A warm-up is just high-eye, totally emotionally driven, throw it against the wall and see if something sticks. Okay? With an interview, we're just giving the facts and releasing the outcome. That's all we're doing. So it's really not hard to do, and it's not long, but it's doing the interview versus a warm-up where you're going to see the difference in your results in recruiting. Because when you say, oh my gosh, Marsha, you've been so good, you should join Tupperware. Oh my gosh, you'd be great on my team. Marsha doesn't even know what you're asking. Be a consultant. What does that mean? Some people think that means having a party. Okay, so we've got to give them more information. I find attentive hosts are easy to recruit because of your connection and the communication during the party. Bonnie, you're exactly right. So now we're going to set the stage, and I'm going to show you how to set the stage so you can interview every hostess. Because I want to make sure I say this. To interview every hostess, it's done at party planning. It's done before the party is held, because then that party is going to turn into a launch party. Not after the party, because the number one thing we do with a launch party is date parties for the new consultant. The sales will always come. The number one thing of a launch party is datings for that new consultant to go do. So you want to know before the party that she wants to give the business a try. So I'm going to show you how to set the stage. So your hostess, you can invite her to participate, and you can respond productively so you get the results you want. Okay, so we've got to have a WIFM in here for the hostess. And what I mean by that, there's got to be a reason why the hostess is going to listen. So there's 2 ways you can do it. I'm going to share a couple fun ones. One is one we've used here at Golden Opportunity that we really like, and it's a keychain. Remember, we love to hold our keychains for dating parties. And there's activities your hostess can do on it to get gifts from you. And these are all things that build a bigger and better party. But the one on here I'm going to talk about tonight is the one that says, listen to the 5 fun facts about, here are the 5 fun facts about Tupperware, the bottom left column. Okay, that's one way, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to say next. But because she has that, she sees that and she wants another gift. What's the gift? Tiny treasures, guys, tiny treasures. Okay. The other one is a tic-tac-toe sheet where she can check off one of the boxes about the opportunity. So what are we going to do? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to approach our hostess this way, with a phone call or a video chat. And what you're going to say is, I'm going to use Marsha because she's here with me tonight in the back room helping me, is I'm going to say, whoops, funny things just happened. There we go. I'm going to say, hey, Marsha, it's Pat. I might type this to her. Hey, Marsha, it's Pat. Do you have just 10 minutes? I'd love to help you check off another box on your tic-tac-toe. And well, there's that WFM. She's like, oh, I'm going to get something free? Okay, I've got 10 minutes. Now, I prefer that this is done on a video chat or a phone call, because you want to be voice to voice, because you can hear her inflections and her questions in her voice that you cannot hear through typing fingers. And yes, we will post these after. Okay. So, all right, now how do you start this conversation? The way I start it is this. I say, Marcia, I promised myself something this year, that I would offer the Tupperware opportunity to every one of my hostesses in 2024, because I believe that this is a life-changing opportunity. I promised myself I'm going to do it with every hostess. And Marcia, here's why. There's 3 reasons why I promised myself I would do this. Because I find my hostesses might never know whether Tupperware would be good for them or not without hearing the complete story. You can't decide if you don't know the facts. And I feel bad not sharing those facts with my hostesses so they can make an informed decision. The second reason is you know your friends better than I do. And you might know someone that this would be great for. And the third reason is this. You know what? Life changes. And you might find yourself 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the road, and there's something in your life that you want some extra money for, and you're going to think of this conversation. So, Marcia, right now, you can take a little mental nap if you're not interested. It's okay. But I'm just going to go through with you the 5 facts of the Tupperware opportunity, and you're going to be able to check that box off on your tic-tac-toe sheet. Now, why do I do this, guys? I'm going to tell you something really important. I've done this for so many years, and I learned it from Dana Phillips. And what happened one year is Dana had someone call her. This is a true story. And the lady was a very, very wealthy lady. And she called Dana crying. And she goes, Dana, I'm getting a divorce. And I want to know, would Tupperware pay for my country club membership? Because I don't want to leave the country club. True story. Dana said, yeah, it would. This lady who was so well off, had been a great hostess. All this time went by and her life circumstances changed. And she tried Tupperware and she became a top leader. Okay, now I'm going to tell you an embarrassing story because that's what I do. I had a top hostess in Vermont where I used to live. Gorgeous home. I mean, drop dead, shut your mouth. How did I walk into this house to do a Tupperware party? Did modular maids. We customized her kitchen. Wonderful lady. My friends, I chickened out and I did not interview her because I prejudged. 6 months later, I am at a stoplight. Her BMW is in front of me and her license plate says Basket Lady. I called her and I asked, I said, I saw you at the stoplight. Why does your license plate say Basket Lady? She goes, oh, I'm selling baskets now. And I had to ask, I said, intriguing. Why? I was bored. My guys, you have to offer it to every hostess because I don't want you to be at a stoplight and see that on somebody else's license plate because I wanted to cry. But it happens. So those are the reasons I tell them. And then all it takes is going through the 5 fun facts. First one is, guys, don't do any more than this. This is all they need. How much money can I make? It's 25%. It's 25% of everything you sell, plus an option each month to earn a personal volume bonus that starts at $50. Bing. How much time does it take? You know, that's up to you. You can work it full-time, part-time, or fun time. It just depends what you want to get out of it. But a consultant doing 2 parties a week would spend about 6 to 8 hours. An average income from an average party would be $250. That's pretty impressive for 6 to 8 hours of work. And I know people always want to know about training and support because none of us were ever born a Tupperware lady. In Tupperware, you are in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. We're here to support you all the way. All consultants have access to the Tupperware website that's filled with learn as you go videos that are accessible 24/7. But I got to tell you, Marcia, the best training and support you will receive is from our Golden Opportunity Company. Hooray, everybody, whichever. Okay? Filled with positive, creative, and sharing team members. We're never going to leave you alone. Well, what are the other benefits? Are there other benefits to selling Tupperware? Well, guess what? One of my favorites is there's no glass ceiling in Tupperware. You can go in this company as far as you want to go. From Tupperware consultant, manager, director, business leader, you can go as far as you want to go, and you don't need an advanced degree to make a six-figure income. Just determination, a willingness to work hard, and be coachable. I love that part. Be coachable. Let us teach. And this I'm saying to you guys. I would not say this to my prospect. And there's a new consultant first award for submitting just $100. And then I would put that in there and what the value is. And that's just the beginning. Investment. You know, in the investment, to open your account, there's 5 opportunity kits that are available right now. And there's an investment of $25 to $129. And the values range from, I'm sorry, I meant to fill in what the value of the $25 kit is, and I forgot. So it would be the value of the $25 kit to $375. You choose the right one for you. My friends, I don't start flipping through all the kit pictures and make it very confusing. There's 5 kits. Because what I'm looking for right now is, yes, well, tell me more. Okay, so that's my 5 fun facts. And then I need to close because I've given her the 5 fun facts. So what I want to ask now and what I'm going to say now is, Marcia, you're in a perfect spot right now because you're having a Tupperware party. So in addition to earning all your free Tupperware and your host gifts and your thank you gifts that we've spoken about, you could use this party to open your business. In fact, if you want to, we can use this party to help you get your business kit. Remember, we still have that option. You're in the perfect spot. And all your friends who date a party, those parties would be for you to do. I'm going to date your first parties for you. So that would be one close. I always want to let them know you are in the perfect spot right now because we haven't held your party yet. The second thing I would ask is, what, if anything, would stop you from just giving it a try? You know, Marcia, if you try it for 60 days and you don't like it, I'll take back all your parties. I'll put them in my date book, no problem. And you keep all your Tupperware and your kit and the money you made. And then you know. So what, if anything, would stop you from trying it? Now, if she says, well, I'm not sure, Pat, I got to kind of think about it. What I'm going to ask her next is this. During your party, can I share with your friends that you're thinking about giving Tupperware a try? One of the biggest reasons people will not try Tupperware is because they don't think they can date parties. So if I can say during her party, well, Marcia, you know what, everybody? Marcia's thinking about giving Tupperware a try. Don't you think she'd be great at this? And who would have a party if Marcia was going to be your consultant? And when 5 or 6 of her friends start saying, I'll have one, Marcia, you would be great. I'll have a party for you. All of a sudden, Marcia's like, well, okay, I guess I should try this. Now, if she says, you know, Pat, I'm over she was not into it. It was not her cup of tea. It's okay, guys. She's already a hostess. It's okay if it's not for her. I'm going to say, who do you know who this could be good for? I had one hostess say to me, you know, Pat, I'm not interested because I'm a real estate agent. I'm doing really good with my business. I'm not interested. But my receptionist has said to me that she needs to be, she's looking for something. Okay, so I got to talk, and she'd be good at this, Pat. Or my sister. People know people. Okay. It's as easy as that. But if you do not close, I want to just say this. If you do not close, just always remember this. Take the C away from close, and what do you have? You're going to lose. Everything you just did, you're going to lose. You've got to close. You've got to ask for a decision. You've got to ask what they're thinking. Now, this is what I want you to know. This is what amazes me. Consistency compounds. It's amazing what you can do with consistency. If you just will be consistent with your business, you will double your business this year. If you held 2 parties a week, that's 8 parties a month. You shared this with 8 hostesses. For law of averages says this. Out of 3 interviews we do, we will get 1 yes. That would be at least 2 new recruits each month. That'd be 24 new people on your team this year. That's the difference, my friends. That's what I want to leave you to think about. Is consistency compounds. And if you just will share with your hostesses how you can change your business. So I did that in 23 minutes. Yay me. We will post these files for you. You can ask me anything. Could you imagine 24 new people on your team? Just try it. Promise yourself you'll do it. Promise, and just say to your hostess, I promised myself I'd share this. You can take a mental break, but I'm just going to share the 5 fun facts. And here's why I'm going to do it. Because you might find this is something you'd love to try. Timing is everything. There might be a better time later. You might know someone this would be great for. All right, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay warm. And we will be back next Monday night at 9 o'clock with more ideas to help you build in 2024. Thanks all.